In this video, we will learn about the new weapon Magic Sphere. Magic Orb is a weapon that can use magic skills from a distance to perform both attack and support allies and strategically design battles. Filling is a skill that allows fans to return to a designated position to damage enemies within a certain radius. The fan can be maintained up to 3 at the same time, and manga is consumed to maintain the fan. Starlight Shadow is a skill that sends projectiles along a designated path to damage enemies on the path. If you hit the same target 3 times or more with a sphere effect, you can use Starlight Shadow once more within the time limit. Interstellar Explosion is a skill that causes an explosion at a specified location. After a certain amount of time, an explosion will occur in that location, causing damage to the culprit's enemies. The construction leap becomes temporarily hidden while moving in the specified direction. Dramatically reduces skill cooldowns by 3 times, nullifying the effect when attacking, transforming, or hit by collision, sleep, or stun. Note that the dagger shares cooldown with the Cloak of Invisibility and skis. Let's also discuss Constellation Digestion in detail. This is a skill that causes damage to the target by throwing 3 created gouges. After attacking the target, 3 blades are summoned again around the target, and if there are summoned blades around, the death effect turns those blades into additional projectiles, dealing additional damage to the opponent. Distortion Veil is a skill that creates a protective film for 5 objects. When the vitality of the generated protective film is exhausted and the effect ends, a certain amount of cartoons used will be returned. Longgung's Healing Hand has the feature of sharing the magic ball's quick healing and reuse time. Ball Slashing is a skill that strikes the specified direction with the power of the ball, causing damage to the enemy within a certain period of time. When the sphere effect is applied, it deals additional damage to enemies along with resonance. Hot Star is a skill that causes damage to enemies in the path and rolls them forward. In particular, the effect of reducing attack distance damage and moving speed increases in proportion to the gathering time. Satellite Children are skills that give party members satellite effects for a certain period of time. Through Patian with Satellite Effect, the Distortion Curtain skill of Dimensional Bullet Starlight is also strengthened, and only 1 satellite is applied to each target at the same time. Please note, Supernova Collapse is a skill that causes all fans within the attack range to collapse for a certain period of time and then disappear. The effect of the sphere creates a supernova collapse zone at the destroyed location for a certain period of time, reducing the movement speed of enemies within the range to 0 and exploding and dealing damage when the supernova collapse zone ends. In addition, each fan receives a connection effect if the other fan is adjacent within a certain range, which strengthens the supernova collapse zone. The Grandson of Health is a skill that gives friendly objects 5 health effects. If you are attacked during health effects, your health will be restored in proportion to your base damage. Please note that if you use defense technology to defend the path Gino attack, you will not consume overlapping and restore vitality. Protective Barrier is a skill that creates a protective barrier with a certain radius at a specified location to absorb a certain amount of damage suffered by partitions in the area. The protective barrier lasts for a certain amount of time. Possesses a life force proportional to the experimenter's base damage. The active skill remains usable constantly as long as it's registered in the pick slot, fitting perfectly with magic abilities. Additionally, let's dive into 3 synergistic weapon combinations tailored for magic users. Pairing magic weapons with magic balls enables both rear-line ally support and offensive capabilities. Instant Protective Barrier. With the Gun's Barrier Construction Leap skill, you can maximize the protection effect of parties, increase survivability, and use your position to limit the enemy's movement. Next is a combination of Magician and Mason. Bepicedo can combine high hit skills such as Supernova Collapse, Mortal Mark, and Moa's penetration skills to create a strong synergy. Grab a favorable position with a pre-engineered sphere or explosion captain and distort the curtain. You can use the restored Saint Construction Leap to pour out the Annihilation Rampage more stably in the middle of the enemy camp. The Magic Watch also shines when combined with the Longsword. You can invade the enemy camp with a Resolute Dash, protect yourself with the Counterattack Barrier Distortion Curtain, and even protect the Party Horn with the Lantern Castle Guardian Barrier. Various collision skills of Longswords and Magic Spheres can completely collapse the enemy camp. The reduction of reuse time through fraud charging effect is also further maximized. Find the best combination of new weapon magic and existing weapons to turn the tables on the battlefield.